should not be in the business of funding for the long haul, right? So banks do working capital, trade financing, and what have you. Long-term capital is access through the markets. You go raise equity, you go float a bond. That's where long-term. And then the payments, the businesses do well, payments come in the form of dividends or interest payments on your bonds. In our country, because there is such a dearth of the capital market, banks have been somehow fitting in to do that job, but there is a fundamental asset liability mismatch, and businesses hurt tremendously. So in any event, Dr. Mansur, your views on the capital market, what we ought to do, the bond market, what we ought to do.
Well, first, there are two separate issues. Bond market has its own unique problems, and they have to be dealt separately. And the stock market, as we call it, bond is also registered there, but the overall stock market, they have their own set of issues as well. I would think that at the moment the market is rallying, and there are several reasons for that. One reason is that there has been a change of management in the BSEC, Security Exchange Commission. In my view, it's a good team if they work diligently and continuously and maintain the quality of work, and they don't come under severe political pressure at times. They may be able to create a better governing situation, and that will help them. Secondly, as they say in the US, why the stock market is so high? The answer lies in Fed, interest rate policy. So same thing in Bangladesh. Part of the answer lies, a large part, in the lower interest rate environment. If you have very low interest rate, negative rate of return on your deposits, what will you do? You will explore in the stock market.
Absolutely.
And any flicker of hope that stock is going to go up, you will jump into that boat.
Right.
You don't want to be left out. That's happening, and investors have to be careful. Third is that still I think a lot more could be done on the day-to-day, hour-to-hour, minute-to-minute surveillance of the trading. There is still a lot of speculative trading going on. A lot of small caps are moving up and then disappearing. Or companies that are closed for the last 10 years, suddenly they jump and go increase by 5-fold, 10-fold, and that's you don't hear about. So that kind of thing must not happen, and it has to be monitored and shut up so that it doesn't disturb the market and destroy the investor base. Finally, I would also say the long haul is the most important. Our weakest point is our accounting, and we have a regulatory authority. FRA has been enacted, Financial Regulatory Authority, and they're not very active. They need to be active as well and do forceful work and take some exemplary actions on some of those accounting firms which are going along with fake accounts and so on. They must exist, and not finding is incompetence. It's not that they don't exist. They exist. You can't simply see that, or you don't want to see that.
Right.
So they have to work on that front for healthy improvement. And people have to know what's there happening in the companies.